What's up, y'all? Welcome to Max Engagement. I'm Gage.
And I'm D.
And we just finished watching, for an off-the-cuff review today, Bad Taste, directed by the great Peter Jackson, released in 1987. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
before we get into our thoughts about this movie in particular, what have you seen by Peter Jackson before this? Because we saw one of his movies together, one of his more wild ones. Have you seen any of his any of the Lord of the Rings?
Oh yeah, I've seen all
For
those.
sure.
Yeah, I've seen all those.
Did you see the King Kong remake?
Yes.
2007, 2006.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. What did you think of those?
I love those. That was pretty good. That was
Perfect
pretty good.
films, you know. The Lord of the Rings trilogy is a perfect film, or a perfect trilogy of films. I really enjoyed Peter Jackson's King Kong. I've always been a fan of the original King Kong, and I thought he did really well with that one.
Mm-hmm.
A little too long, maybe, especially the beginning.
It was kind of lengthy.
Yeah, but I still really enjoy it. Before this one, I had seen Dead Alive. That's the only one of his out there movies that I've seen.
Awesome.
And if you know Peter Jackson just off of Lord of the Rings or King Kong or one of his more mainstream movies, I think you're missing out. And it might catch you off guard to realize that he has a whole bunch of other movies that are just horror comedies, just absolute crazy fucking spadoinkle ass movies.
Just out of this world.
Yeah, so I saw Dead Alive for the first time a few years ago. It fucked my face up.
A lot of people's face got fucked up.
Yeah, for sure. D, I showed you Dead Alive, maybe, or Brain Dead, depending on where you're from. What was it, like maybe about a month ago or so?
Yeah, about like a month ago.
Yeah, and real quick, what did you think of that one? We'll most likely do a full video on that someday.
It was amazing. Like,
Yeah.
I'd never see, like, to this day, the stuff that was doing in there haven't been done again.
Yeah, dude.
That was
Really fucking
crazy. Like, crazy.
fantastic
Beautiful
film.
film.
Yeah, that shit insane. And then now, today we watched his movie. I think this was his first full-length film, Bad Taste. Right off the cuff, what did you think of this one?
I think I got one word.
What?
Damn.
Damn indeed. Damn indeed, man. This was fucking insane. Now, I'd like to think I'm somewhat of a connoisseur of crazy fucking movies, especially horror comedies from the 80s. I've been aware of this one for quite a while now, and I just haven't gotten to it, and I really should have gotten to it sooner. This is fucking insane.
Like, from the start.
From the get-go, it's like crazy. It's a little off kilter, especially since us being Americans, and this is a New Zealand movie. Of course, Peter Jackson's from New Zealand, so all of this was just local cast and crew. It's a little hard to follow the dialogue sometimes, I believe, because of that.
Yeah.
And also because most everything is ADR'd. I mean, you can notice that also with, like, Dead Alive. Like, the way he ADRs the noises and stuff. Like, with the hobo in Dead Alive, like, it's all like that's in post and stuff. A lot of that's in this one, too. Like, with the aliens and with Peter Jackson himself, who's playing one of the blue-shirted, crazy, weird-ass aliens.
He was fucking weird.
They be making weird noises, you know. They're like, yeah, for sure. Just laughing my ass off. But like you can tell they're all like weirdly ADR'd. A lot of the lines too, and not just the aliens, but the humans and stuff. They be like the one fucking crackhead dude. Literally crackhead.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He'd be going and like it's blatantly, obviously like ADR'd in. But this one was very weird. It was an off-kilter horror comedy, And like Reanimator is one of my favorite movies of all time. Most of my favorite movies are horror comedies. This one caught me off guard. I was laughing my ass off,
man,
the entire fucking time.
And there's a guy on this movie. They got hands.
Yeah, dude. There's a guy in this movie, real quick, who's in like a red shirt, and it's following the other crazy guy that has a crack in his head. We'll get into him. But, like, it immediately cuts to this dude with an alien on the wall. Just beanbagging the fuck out of this dude. And then out of nowhere, he just kicks him in the nuts. And then runs the fuck away. And fucking, the alien, when he gets kicked in the nuts, just for good measure, he goes, I was not ready for that. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
I wonder how long he was just sitting there, just hitting him in the face, man. Like, he has been sitting there for a while.
Because, yeah, we cut into the middle of him, like, just fucking going at it. Insane. And this movie is full of shit like that.
Full of it.
Chock full of it. From the get-go. Weird decisions, weird things like, why would that guy do that? There's, like, this fucking... Okay, so we'll get into the cracked head guy. Okay, so... Ooh. Oh, my gosh. It starts off with him, like, surveying... the land with a team. Well, I think we should just get into try to get into a summary.
Yeah.
Because there's so much to cover in this.
So much.
It's insane how much was, and a lot of it's like incomprehensible almost.
Yeah, like I'm still trying to wrap my head around it now. Like.
Okay, so apparently this race of aliens is trying to take over New Zealand. Well, not take over New Zealand, but steal a bunch of people and a bunch of bodies to take to this galactic restaurant because they're a fast food chain in space.
Yeah. They're trying to get them to go.
Yeah, for sure. And humans are a delicacy, I guess. So, but it doesn't explain any of that at first. It just cold opens to, like, this guy being chased by, like, this zombie-looking
blonde-haired dude with an axe.
They all wear long-sleeve, button-up, collared blue shirts.
Yeah, like light blues.
All of them have the same one, and it's just so... It's so weird. And, okay, so, like, yeah, we can get into the characters now. Cracked skullhead guy. So he's surveying, he's part of the team that's trying to destroy these aliens. He's surveying at first, and he's supposed to be like a nerd. He's got, like, his fucking, like, walkie-talkie taped to him or whatever. He's, like, the brains of the operation. But then,
really?
Like, he's got the one alien that's being played by Peter Jackson hanging upside down off the cliff, and he's like jamming a spike into this dude's fucking foot. The dude screams, and like all the aliens, and like he's like, no!
Like a alarm went off.
Yeah, and then all of the other fucking blue shirt aliens fucking start coming towards him. This motherfucker, he's like, oh, I'm always prepared, and he pulls a fucking Uzi out of his bag and murks like 5 of them. Then he falls off the cliff. You think he's fucking dead?
Hold up, before you did that, when he poured out the Uzi at first, he just went into the woods and just started shooting. Hitting nothing.
And then one of them comes at him, and he's out of the mag, and he runs, and then he turns and he the fucking Uzi empty. He goes,
he make the sound.
And then the fucking alien's like, oh shit,
Oh my god, oh my god.
So fucking hilarious. But so like he gets knocked off the cliff. You think he's dead. It cuts back to him after a while. There's pigeons on his ass, fucking like trying to feed on him. Or not pigeons, like seagulls.
Seagulls.
And then fucking he stands up. He sits up and headbutts the fuck out of one. Oh man. And then so with as funny and crazy as this movie is, it is a gore fest, and it is pretty disgusting.
Very.
Like, Dead Alive was pretty disgusting with the whole zit and the pudding and shit.
I still think that it got this movie.
Yeah.
With the disgusting and the gore.
Because Dead Alive is still way bloodier.
Oh,
Probably the bloodiest movie I've ever seen.
then there's a lot of interesting kills on there. Too,
Yeah,
like,
a lot of crazy shit. A lot of the fucking. We'll get into that one so we do a video of it. But
this one's good too. Though.
this one had way more gross out humor.
Yeah.
Pertaining to this guy specifically too. So he gets up and half like his fucking skull is cracked the fuck open, and part of his brain fell out. And he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna put that back in there and then put a hat on to keep my fucking brain inside of my head." And so the rest of the movie he's walking around like a fucking crazy person. And he like we see him go up to this like you can't tell what it is. It's like some like something
like that.
covered in bushes and branches. Yeah. And he pulls out the hat from there and like it keeps cutting between him and the rest of his team, who thinks he's dead at this point. But he fucking takes the branches off, and it's the craziest fucking vehicle that I've ever seen in my life.
Ever. I've never
like,
seen a vehicle like this.
What the fuck? I don't even know how to describe this. So it's like, it kind of has the body of a pickup, but it had like this weird, like, second driver's seat
like level.
in the back.
It's not even a seat. He's standing up.
He's standing up, and he has the steering wheel in the back. But in the front, he has this big old cutout of the Beatles.
And then he get all surprised, like,
whoa!
what?
He fucking runs over one of these zombies with it, and it cuts the dude in half. Fucking bisects him. And this fucking guy, he gets out of the car, and this fucking zombie, he starts throwing pine cones at him.
Yeah, like he had the gun in hand, and
he's like, "Fuck you!"
The zombie's just halfway, just half body. He's just half body, just throwing cones.
Whip.
And he was pretty accurate.
They got him in the dome twice.
And he couldn't do nothing. He couldn't even shoot the gun. Like, what in the world?
Oh my god. So like the rest of this movie keeps cutting to this guy crazily fucking making his way back to like his team or whatever to the house, which is also a spaceship, apparently. But
Can I get the house to go, please?
So the rest of his team are like, at first, or most of the movie, I feel like they're just bumbling fucking idiots.
Yeah, especially that one guy in
the red.
Yeah.
The dude in the red is half the dumbest motherfucker on the planet and half Rambo.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
Like, literally, he's shooting a fucking rocket launcher at motherfuckers. And then he's the one that did the punching bag thing and then kicked the dude in the nuts.
Man.
But, like, they're, like, stupid at first. And then they're, like, gearing the fuck up to infiltrate the House of Aliens that they captured. They have this dude captured that's, like, in a fucking pot, and they're gonna fucking stew his ass for lunch tomorrow.
He kind of like, old Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, yeah, you were saying that. Yeah, I do see the resemblance. He had the glasses and everything, too. But maybe that was intentional?
Maybe
There's eating people?
Yeah,
maybe.
Speaking of that,
Yeah.
Peter Jackson.
Yes.
He was eating this dude that got his head shot off by this dude.
Oh, yeah. The first zombie at the beginning of the movie got his head shot off, and later on you see Peter Jackson eating his fucking brain with a spoon.
With a spoon.
What?
Chopping down.
Dude, what the fuck?
Brandios.
A lot of crazy choices in this movie.
Lot.
Yeah. Well, but anyways, the team, like, once they're geared up, they're suddenly, well, not exactly the most competent team, but I feel like they get super fucking lucky.
Yep.
These dodging bullets. Like, right when they gear up, they're like, let's synchronize watches. 12:01. They cut to the leader's watch. It's all like, okay, 12:01. And then they cut to the second guy's watch, the red shirt guy's watch. He doesn't have a watch. It just cuts to his fucking wrist. And he's like, check, synchronize. What the fuck?
Bro. What in the...
I thought that shit was fucking hilarious. It's just brilliant. There's a lot of off-kilter fucking shit going on. But they go and infiltrate the fucking place. And they overhear the fucking lead alien being like, "Oh yeah, we're here to fucking collect people for our fast food chain, and we're going to be the #1 food chain once again. Yada yada yada. And they put all the body parts in fucking cardboard boxes.
Man, like,
none of this is high tech. You think it's an alien, but the spaceship is a fucking wooden house.
just think about Five Guys. You know how greasy the bottom of the bag
It's like the blood seeping through the box. Yeah.
You know, in a cardboard box.
In a cardboard box. They even say it too, like that. Like, who knew so many humans could fit in cardboard boxes?
Like, that was amazing about a cardboard box. Like,
I don't even. I can't.
oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Yeah, so many fucking crazy choices like that. We could just go on and on about. There's so many moments that I thought
it was like, what the
were hilarious as shit that I just kept laughing my ass about. I think the one that I laughed my ass about the most was the speed bag part.
And it cut right to it.
Like, out of fucking nowhere.
Bam! What?
Another part I'd like to talk about is the ending.
Oh my fuck.
Oh fuck. What did he say? Like, taste my circular chain, shithead, or something like that.
Yeah, like he died.
Some shit like that. He dives into the lead alien, and he dives straight through him
with a chainsaw,
and he comes out of his fucking crotch. Fucking just the bloodiest fucking thing, and it's so slow. He's like coming the fuck out, and when he comes out, he's all bloody as shit. And he looks at the camera, and he's like, "I've just been reborn." And I'm like, oh my, what the, holy fuck!
He just came out of alien asshole.
Holy.
Oh yeah, when they turn to the alien forms,
Okay.
they double cheeked up.
So we're probably not going to cover this movie because we'll get back to that.
Okay.
But we're probably not going to cover this movie. But did that? You already know what I'm about to say, huh? Yeah, he does. He does. Did that part remind you a little bit of Men?
Oh my god! I was trying to stay away from it. I was having flashes of
I don't think we'll cover
like,
that one. We saw that with a friend of ours that will probably be on the channel sometime. And we didn't know we were getting into. I do a Halloween marathon every October. I watch a horror movie or a horror adjacent movie every day in October. And me and D double teamed that this year. And George joined us for some of them. And Men was one of the ones we saw. And holy fuck!
And even when you played the trailer, you would never guess what's going to happen
yeah.
like the last 30 minutes of the movie.
That's a very mixed movie with a lot of mixed opinions.
Yeah.
And as shocking as it is, I think it's not a bad movie.
It's not. It's not.
It's not a bad movie. I just wasn't
I'm kind of scarred for life after
I
this,
wasn't ready
you know?
for the ending.
Yeah, like, oh my fucking god! I ain't know people can just. Oh my god.
Yeah, but that scene, without giving too much away, that scene definitely reminded me of Men.
Yeah, like, oh my god, man.
Oh my gosh, and the fucking big yeah, dude, holy shit. Okay, so let's try to get into our 5 points. All right, so production. What did you think about the production?
Being the time it was made,
1987.
I'm kind of
in the middle with it, right?
Kind of in the middle,
because it feels like it was shot on shitio. You know, it looked like it was almost shot on video.
Yeah, like
it might have been. It definitely wasn't 35 millimeter, which was more common at the time, if I'm remembering correctly. But it definitely had a low. It had a low quality, but it had a very I wouldn't say high budget cinematography style or production style, but I would say very creative, very very at your throat, you know, kind of just, if I can compare it to anything besides Peter Jackson's other work like Dead Alive, I'd probably compare it more to Sam Raimi with Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Just with the chaoticness of it and the word I wanted to use is ambitious. It's very ambitious, especially for the time. You tell Peter Jackson's a young dude, his team's young. Same with Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell with Evil Dead. You know, they were just young filmmakers, but they made something that you could tell wasn't the highest production or the highest paid movie.
But the story is just so fucking crazy.
But it's just in your face. It's
Right.
just so in your face that it's just,
You don't
it
give
doesn't
time.
let you go.
You don't have give you time to process what
And
happened.
it's the same
before.
with this one, but this one's more relative to Evil Dead 2 because of the comedy side.
Yeah.
Evil Dead 1, it does have a little comedy, but not
It
like
was more horror.
intentional. Yeah, Evil Dead 2 has intentional comedy. Evil Dead 1 is just fucking insane.
Coming at you.
But you can still tell like it's low budget, like with the claymation bodies melting like at the end and shit
Yeah.
like that. This one, you can tell it's a low budget at points. Some of the models you can tell is like, that doesn't look the worst. It probably looked great on like a CRT TV at the time or some shit.
Yeah. Damn.
But on an HD TV, it probably you get to, and it doesn't look awful, you know. It looks like something that you'd see in like The Stuff or some shit. Some of them, and other effects is all like I was looking at them like when he's fucking with his head. I'm like, how the fuck did they do that?
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
even when they were like falling down the
Yeah, and
And
they
it
have the
looked-
cliff. I was all
that
like, that
looked
has to
good.
be front projection. But like when they were like on the cliff and they had the cliff, the drop in the background, I was like, that has to be front projection. They're probably like on a small hill, and they front projected an actual cliff behind them. But then he's fucking rolling down it. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm pretty sure it was a dummy, but that was the best looking dummy ever.
I've never seen that like ever. Bro.
He's
That
like,
was a
holy
good looking
shit.
dummy.
Yeah, like insane.
That was
Fuck,
crazy.
dude. Really good. So production, yeah, it's mixed bag. It's
Yeah.
very mixed bag. Sound. I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say about the sound.
The sound was it'll go from 0 to 50
Yeah.
to 100.
I think it was all played for laughs.
Yeah, like
Not just the soundtrack, but like the ADR of everything. It was very cheesy and like really
yeah.
just like
Like why would you sound like that?
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. The fucking aliens going, oh, you
The
know.
one got a high pitch. Like what? What? What type of?
Yeah, for sure. Pretty low quality on this one, audio wise. You could tell because I mean it's a low budget movie. From what I saw, I think it was made for like $11,000, and I think adjusted for inflation at the time for now, I think it's $25,000, which is still low as
Low,
fuck.
very low.
So because of that, I feel like the production and the sound quality and all of that is very impressive for how fucking small. It's a micro budget film, you know.
Yeah.
Very very indie style, like rogue fucking guerrilla camera work or guerrilla fucking movie making, just like Evil Dead, man. I think it's fucking awesome.
He had a couple of great shots in there though.
It had a couple of really good ones. I mean, you could tell after seeing this one and thinking about Dead Alive, you could really see where he fucking he evolved. Okay, so the soundtrack, it was all over the fucking place.
Yeah, like
I don't even understand what the fuck they were.
I think the only song that I liked that was like proper for the moment was the ending song. I think that was like
It was all over the place. It was so like, I don't know, cheery when the dude. It's like all high pitch, high tempo. While they're fucking infiltrating this place and all
And
like
killing
black out and
aliens
stuff.
and shit.
Yeah, dude, craziness.
oh my god.
Yeah, and not just like not just the soundtrack or the ADRing of like people's voices, but motherfucking, just some of the sound effects were great. Like with the fucking punching bag guys, it's so fucking great.
Let somebody get shot in the head.
Yeah, the squirt. There were so many dudes getting shot in the face and fucking just blood just. You know, just making fucking crazy liquid noises. A lot of blood, a lot of gore. Yeah, like I was saying with in the production section, like a lot of the special effects a lot of them looked crazy. Like at the very beginning, when homie shoots his head off, when he first did that first shot, and it just showed a little blood hitting his face, I was like, oh, they're gonna like cop out some of this. But then he shoots him 2 more times, and it shows his fucking jaw.
Yeah, and just his brain.
You're looking like Britney Spears on South Park.
I did.
The fucking but very good special effect. But then you get ones like when he hit the cracked head dude had fucking headbutted the bird, and he saw that he had landed on like a pile of birds.
Yeah,
a bunch of dead birds.
And it was spitting up blood.
You can clearly see they're just like plastic birds, like with the legs going.
One was spitting up blood.
One was like squirting blood out. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, fucking. So yeah, mixed bag with both.
Yeah.
The production and the sound overall.
Yeah, I agree.
Acting. This was shit. Acting. I mean, I understand. I get it. Micro budget. Probably grabbed his homies and was like, "You want to be in my movie?" But holy fuck. At the same time, because of how fucking awful it was, just like with Frankenhooker, which we're doing very soon, the acting was so bad that I just loved the fuck out of it.
Yeah, like
dude's all like, I'm a tail, and tails don't run away.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What does that even mean?
Oh my god, bro. And the fucking shooting scene that was in the house.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like,
that was wild. They were fucking dudes like dodging all these bullets in the yard. He's fucking whoop. I'm like, dude, that guy's getting shot. He's fucking high stepping over the fucking around the yard. He's getting shot.
You know, you stub your toe on the side of the bed and you do that hot foot thing. You was doing that.
He's like, oh, hot.
Oh my god, you were doing hopscotch.
Oh man, all kinds of crazy shit.
They seem like they had unlimited amount of bullets. Seemed like for a minute.
Fucking A, dude. Man, well, I don't know if it looked like they had unlimited bullets. It looked like they had unlimited magazines at least. Because they kept showing them like fucking loading, which I thought was cool. One of them, he unloaded just like 2 or 3 bullets and then fucking. I was like, dang, dude, this ain't a video game.
You're like, damn, it's not Call of Duty, no, it's just instant reload.
Yeah, holy fuck. And then, bro, the fucking one kill where homie runs out of bullets and then he just tosses the machete at Peter Jackson, hits his ass in the neck.
It wasn't one of these. It was from right here.
Yeah, he was laying down, and it was slow as fuck too. He's like, ugh.
Right on his neck.
I don't know why, because it's not exactly like this, but it reminded me of in Deadpool and Wolverine. Spoiler if you haven't seen it. Fucking when he throws his sword at the ground at that one dude.
Yeah. Hey, did remember that.
For sure.
These dudes are skilled.
Yeah. But they're fucking stupid at the same time. It's like they want you to feel like they're skilled.
Yeah, it's like having Dumber and Dumber.
But it's more like
Dumber and Dumber playing serial killers. Or Hitman.
Yeah. Well, it's more like this team is like, they're all like, send in our best guys. And they're not the best guys. No. They're fucking idiots. But the threat they're facing is way more fucking stupid. Way more fucking stupid. The way they walk is fucking like they're walking around like zombies, like whoa. And then once they transform,
oh my god!
This was another good fucking special effect, I think, because the suits I thought were hilarious. They're fucking busting out of their suits. One dude was in like a nice fucking suit with a tie.
Yeah, like the leader, right?
And they're all busted out. They got big old heads. Their fucking ass cheeks pop the fuck out. And they like zoom in on that shit at points.
It's like a BBL went bad. Like it just burst and just left a little bit of air in it.
But when they turned into the aliens, every time they were on screen running somewhere, I was just like,
Yeah, what the hell? Why they running like that?
They're just like, whoa.
I said they was running like they about to twerk. And they got stuck like that. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm trying to see what their face look like. It reminds me of something. I can't. They face look like something.
So I had always seen the poster for this movie a ton in the past, I don't know, maybe decade or so. And I've always seen it around. I just, never got into the movie. So I already had seen these aliens for quite a while. Just not what they were from. I don't know, man.
I was trying to think, but I can't. I'll figure it out later. But gosh,
Yeah,
they look
sure.
just like something.
If we figure it out later, we'll put it in the video in post.
And RIP to the lamb.
Oh, to the sheep. Holy shit. So that was the only scene I had ever seen from this movie. I think it was on YouTube where it was crazy fucking movie scene. And yeah, dude shoots a rocket launcher through the house. It goes past the fucking alien. And then it goes out of the house. And there's a sheep in the fucking backyard. And it just BAM! And it blows the fucking sheep up. It's like, holy fuck.
No more jumping over the moon. Gosh, darn it. Just caught it. You just caught it straight, man. Wrong place, wrong time.
Holy shit. Okay, so next is, so we did sound, acting, production. All right. So next is story. So on a script level, how do you think this was? Just the overall story.
The overall story, it was all over the place. It was kind of like
it was hard to follow.
Yeah,
a lot.
But there was so much crazy stuff going on.
This movie rides on its visuals a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and it's insanity.
So I'm kind of in the middle with that too.
Yeah, mixed bag on all accounts so far. Except for acting. Acting's just bad.
It's terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It was a little bit difficult to follow. You had to pick up pieces as the movie went along. Yeah. It kind of reminded me, in the way that the story is told, of Phantasm, where you have no fucking idea what's happening.
Yeah.
And by the end, you still don't exactly know what's happening.
Like it traps you.
But you know that stuff happened.
That didn't make no damn sense. Oh my God,
yeah. Oh my, yeah. Holy fuck.
Baffled.
It was really all over the place. Was it creative? Yeah. Maybe not in the general, of a story synopsis, aliens coming to fucking eat humans,
And get to go play.
It's basically a remake of Killer Clowns from Outer Space. But the clowns. But these motherfuckers are clowns.
These motherfuckers are more than clowns. They just complete dumbass.
I don't think the general gist of the story is where it shines in its creativity. I think it shines in its creativity with the batshit insane things that happens throughout the film. Because it's a fairly simple film. If you go scene by scene describing what happened in the film, not much really happened, but a lot fucking happened.
Yeah, and I think the batshit crazy things in the film make it even more funny with the bad acting.
Yeah, because it was like I feel like they were aware of the acting, they were aware of the production.
Yeah,
They did it. They did it as a spoof. They knew, like, they were very self-aware, but that's one of those lightning in a bottle kind of things.
Yeah.
Because when you go into some, like, a film, like making a film like that, where you want to intentionally make it bad, that could be all over the place. That could turn out to be, like, so bad that it's just fucking bad, instead of so bad that it's good.
You won't even make it a Tubi.
Yeah, for sure. But I think that this movie, like, I don't necessarily think that they tried to make it bad, but they made it as a spoof, really. And even the parts that you're like, oh, that looks fake as fuck, you're like, oh, that was fucking great. So that was hilarious.
It's funny moments.
And that leads us into our final point, visuals, which ties in with production, of course. The production with the cinematography we thought was really good, except for the actual. It was very film grainy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But besides the quality of the film itself, visual wise, what did you think?
I think I like the visuals and stuff like that.
Yeah, was it a treat for your eyes?
Bro.
Yeah. I mean, Dead Alive is a treat for my eyes.
Oh.
That's one I'd love just going back to and just.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
This is bad taste though. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yo, man, when this man started throwing up.
Oh! Yeah, that was the one gross out moment that we couldn't handle. I was sitting there just like, oh, I just ate some fucking B-dubs too.
And I just ordered my food. I couldn't eat my food. I still haven't.
I was like, oh, fuck, dude. And, like, homie fucking Peter Jackson throws up some green chunky gunk.
And the bowl is about like this big.
And all the peeps start fucking sipping on it. And I'm like, ugh! And they're making slurping sounds. And one of them is like an undercover one of the fucking team members.
Yeah.
But he has this like puffy ass bulletproof vest over their blue shirt. So he looks dumb as fuck.
He looked like he was in a bad Superman outfit.
And he like takes a sip of it and he's like, oh god. Dude. That was the one gross out part that we were
Oh
like,
my god. It's just out of nowhere.
I think visual wise this movie was bold as fuck. It was a fucking statement, dude. It was a statement. I think it was like very all over the place. It's crazy still. I know I've mentioned this so many times before, but it's crazy to think that fucking this is the guy that they were all like, they saw this movie and were all like, oh, have that guy adapt to film the greatest fucking fantasy epics ever written, you know?
Yeah.
Insane to me. You know, and then afterwards they let him do King Kong, but he proved his pedigree after that with the Lord of the Rings movies. But, I mean, the thing is, too, it's like, I guess with this and with Dead Alive, we're going to someday get to meet the Peoples and to the Frighteners as well.
Who meet the Peoples?
He saw the poster of it and he was like, what the fuck?
Oh
The hippo with a gun, huh?
Yeah, like.
I think you're gonna like the Frighteners though. I mean, I know you are. If you like these two, yeah.
Yeah, that's.
But it's crazy to think that he made those movies, but at the same time, you could tell how ambitious these two movies are.
Yeah.
They're fucking insane with the fucking budget that they have. And so, I guess it is a testament to how, like, you could see that Peter Jackson, like, really, like, his directing and movie making, like, magic really shines through in, like, how low budget. $11,000, if that's true, that's fucking insane. You know? And with that relative to how big budget and Colossus, the Lord of the Rings trilogy is,
Oh, yeah.
it makes sense. You know,
Yeah.
those movies are, I wouldn't say flawless, but they're damn near flawless.
Yeah.
The extended editions are fucking masterpieces. You know, still to this day. They're over 20 years old now.
I'm old.
Insane, right? Yeah. Oh,
Gosh, dang it.
yeah, for sure. Yes, we are. I saw those in theaters, man. All three of them.
I seen the first one in theaters.
Yeah,
The
for
first
sure.
one, yeah.
For sure. We might cover those one day.
Yeah.
We'll way down the line. But you could definitely tell, like, if Peter Jackson had those kind of budgets, or even just half of those budgets for these movies, ooh, I want him to go back to I want him to do another movie like this, a horror comedy. I feel like he thrives in that. From what I've seen, that was his thing until he started doing adaptions, you know.
I'm pretty sure.
Which I think he's the man to do those.
I think this what made him come up to be the person that he is.
I want another Dead Alive.
Man,
I really want another Dead Alive. And if we could get him to do something like that, high budget, like with Lord of the Rings money, just imagine.
Another bad taste when he came back down.
That's like Evil Dead Rise levels of goddamn, you know? It would be fucking amazing. I think he'd make something fucking great. But yeah, any final thoughts before we wrap it up?
Man, I'm just completely just stunned. Like, whoa!
Yeah.
It just
Same as when you saw Dead Alive for the first time.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
same here.
God.
Yeah.
I was like,
shocked.
how many? Wow.
But this one, you had more of an idea of what you were getting into.
Yeah.
Just because you saw Dead Alive first. And I felt like that too. I felt like I would probably have a good idea of what I was getting into. And I did. I knew it was going to be a fucking psycho as fuck movie.
As soon as it came on, I was like, yeah.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. But I still wasn't prepared.
Yeah, like, oh my man.
I still wasn't prepared. I highly enjoyed this movie.
Crazy, but yeah, I enjoyed it too though. It was still a good time. I just didn't understand why the cheeks was out though. You know,
yeah, I was like, dude, fix your fucking pants, bro.
like all of them, all their cheeks came
They're all
out.
walking, just like, showing that they, you know, that shit may be dry as fuck, but it moves, okay? It's got motion in the ocean.
I feel like they should use them for. Don't get a BBL. This will happen to you. And just show that. That will stop anybody.
This is what happens if the operation goes south.
Oh my God! You have the little giggle in the background.
It's got like fucking. They got like craters in there.
Craters like it's like a moon,
pointy.
but not beautiful, but ill. Like, oh my gosh, man.
There's a lot of choices in this film that I was all like, I would never have thought anyone would have done that before.
Yeah.
It was the same in Dead Alive too, though. So like, I think it's brilliant. I think in this day and age with the revitalization of not just horror as a genre, but with horror comedies, because we've been seeing a lot of awesome horror comedies lately.
Oh, yeah, sure.
That have been coming out recently. I think Peter Jackson needs to come back and fucking do his thing. You know, just fucking do his thing. This was great. I loved this. This is my kind of fucking movie. The movies that, like, if you've seen our previous video so far, and once you see the rest of our content, you'll realize that this is the kind of movies we thrive on. This is a fucking balls to the wall, adrenaline fueled, psycho as fuck gore fest all the way through. It doesn't explain much to you. It just fucking grabs you by the ears and fucking shakes you.
Yeah, like that's what gets me, you know, going on it. As well as you too. Just it makes you want to ask so many questions.
Yeah.
Just
what kind of fucking aliens are these?
Like, where they come from? Like,
why do they look like that? How the fuck is a wooden house
is they
exiting the planet's orbit? especially with a giant hole in it.
And it sounded like it needed a new carburetor.
It did. He's all sitting there like, oh. He's like, shit.
He did. Shit. He did.
Oh my god, he's all having trouble, Michael.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
Oh, this movie was wild.
Yeah, I love it. I love fucking crazy ass movies like this.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite movies are the ones that make me really like laugh my ass off, but are drenched in horror themes. Could still maybe scare the shit out of you or gross you out. This wasn't scary, but it was a gore fest.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, which is awesome. And there was a lot of gross out humor in it as well. Which I'm hit or miss with certain, like I'll accept it with certain stuff. There's certain times where I'm all like, that went a little too far for me. One that comes to mind for me is in the Ash versus Evil Dead show. When he fights that monster in the sperm bank. That was too much for me. Yeah, that was too much for me. I wasn't ready for it. I love that show to death. But when I rewatch that show, I always skip that episode because I just can't do it.
You gotta be a nut to watch that.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, dude.
I'm sorry. Oh my god.
But I don't think this reached that point per se, but it was there. Here's my limit. It was like, whoa! Like, there's multiple times where the dude with the fucking crack in his skull, his brain would fall out, and he'd try to put his brain back in. It would get all dirty with like grass and shit. And there was one point where he lost it, and he like sees fucking alien brain, and he's like, oh! And he just shoves fucking alien brain in his head.
And he used a belt.
He used a belt to fucking tie his shit back down. There's so much in this movie. We'll fucking be here forever. But I recommend this one. If you're a fan of what we usually cover on this channel, you'll probably like this one. Crazy balls to the wall, insane. Do you recommend this one?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, oh my gosh.
If you can't handle certain maybe puke, I guess.
Yeah.
There's one scene that's not for you, but I think the rest of it's good. It's good. It's very gory, so be aware of that. But if you're on this channel, if you've seen our previous stuff, that's what we cover.
Sure.
This is our kind of movie. I wish I'd gotten to it sooner. This is one of those ones that I've just, you only have so much time.
Yeah.
You only get to see so many movies. I've seen a lot of crazy movies like this, but I never got the chance to get to this one or most of Peter Jackson's horror comedies. But we're definitely going to.
Oh yeah.
But this is definitely in our wheelhouse. This is definitely the type of shit I was raised on, which blows my mind that my mom never showed me this movie, if she ever seen it. I don't know. But yeah. 2 big thumbs up for this one. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we're out.
Peace.